Hi, guys. Welcome. Just a little bit different here. I can't see any faces at all, but that's quite all right. I think that this is going to go really good. So hopefully somewhere on the screen, on the sides over here, there is a link to the event. So please go ahead and join the event. There are questions and answers, and that way I can answer.
Can you broadcast now? It says the live broadcast will begin soon.
There's a little bit of time delay here going on. So I hope that we can go ahead and get this going. Two things going on here. Never done this before, but it's okay. So hopefully we can go ahead and get things up and going. Welcome to hashtag HPS Learns with TechyTurner. We're gonna be talking about Google Keep today. So hopefully you know a little bit about Google Keep. If not, that's quite all right. We're gonna learn a little bit about it and making sure that we have all of the pieces taken care of. So I'm kind of hoping that this is gonna go well. I don't have any people that have joined the event, so here's what I would like to do and set up my questions. So please submit any questions that you have in the Google+. I will right now go ahead and let me see if I can go ahead and get this show up for you. There should be, let me share this with you. There should be a link to the show. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you so you can see what's going on. It's been a little while since I've done this, but it's gonna be okay. Screen share. Go Hangouts, share my screen. Here's the actual page here. So that way you can see a little bit about what's going on. HPS Learns with TechyTurner. We're gonna be talking about, session one's gonna be talking about Google Keep. About half an hour, we're gonna be talking about PLN and social bookmarking. It's gonna be really cool. I'm gonna introduce you to another tool, so that way we can go ahead and share all the wonderful stuff that you've learned today. And then session three, we're gonna be talking about Chrome extensions worth getting. So Google Keep. Not quite, gonna stop sharing my screen. So here's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna check real quick to make sure that it is up and going, just to give everyone an opportunity to make sure that they have everything taken care of. Google Keep is a very, very cool tool. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up for you. Mine is a little bit messy because I've been using it for about 5 years now. It's an awesome tool. If you are not quite sure how that is, where it is or where to find it, you can type, make sure that you're logged into your Google account, and you can type keep.google.com, and that should go ahead and load up Google for you.
Are you broadcasting?
Yes, ma'am. I've got one viewer.
Ronnie, I'm giving you one of the technician's tour buttons.
Okay, so it seems as though we're having some technical difficulties here. I am going ahead and gonna mute my microphone here for a moment. Hi, guys. Maybe this might help. Is there volume now, sir?
No, I'm getting volume from the computer, but it's not coming through.
Okay, that's no problem.
We're going to check on speakers. 1 second.
Okay. Technical difficulties. Hey, I hope that each and every one of you is having a great day here. Ooh, I've got 4 viewers. Just moving right along here. So if you can hear me, please make sure that you take some time to go to the questions and answers. And we're gonna be talking about Google Keep for today. Google Keep is what we're gonna be talking about. So I'll make sure that I put that in my, my lower third because, you know, I think it's important that you know exactly what we're talking about.
Yes, we have volume.
Alrighty then. So my question is, sounds great. I really do hope that we are ready to go. I don't know tell me, which link did you use so that way I know where I am? It's always a wonderful time making sure that we have all of this stuff taken care of. Oops, don't want to do that. So I just wanted to make sure that we have all of, that we're in the right spot in the program, or if you're on the YouTube, please let me know. Well, this seems a little bit awkward because I don't have any viewers going on. So let's go to my questions and answers. Don't have any questions yet?
The Google Plus link?
Yes, sir. The Google Plus link is great. That would be actually really good. Hopefully you have a camera or something so that way we can go ahead and project so that way I can get some type of audience feedback. But what I'm gonna go ahead and start doing is talking about the Google Keep right now, okay?
Sounds great.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and begin because I think that way we can go ahead and catch people up. This is a broadcast on YouTube, so please make sure that if you have time to go ahead and go back, and then you can go ahead and jump all the way into a little bit further past all this other stuff here. So as of right now, we will begin. We're gonna be talking about Google Keep today. And Google Keep is actually a really great to-do list and note taker and productivity organizer. That's something that I like to use. I am. Okay, great, thank you very much. So with that being the case, what I like to do with it is I like to do lots of really, really great things with it. So here's what I'm going to go ahead and do for you. First of all, I need you to go to keep.google.com, and keep.google.com actually has all of the necessary information for you, because what it does is it saves everything in one place. It looks like notes. And here's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna go ahead and share with you my screen and talk you through the different parts that, that I use and how I do it. But first, I realize that I haven't gained any credibility with you. First of all, I'm Rodney Turner, Technology Integration Specialist, and I'm here in sunny and beautiful and warm Phoenix, Arizona. It's a great place to be because, I mean, it's still warm at 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, it's still about 60 degrees, but Anyway, we did have an earthquake a couple of nights ago, Sunday night. Don't know if you've heard about it, but not a lot goes on, and it stays warm for most of the year. I've been a technology integration specialist for the last, some would say, for the last 30 years. Yes, I don't look that old. But actually, I've officially been a technology integration specialist for the last 6 years. So I work with a small school, and I actually get into classrooms and I work with each and every teacher in how to integrate technology. I think one of the important things, though, to know is that it's important for teachers to have that technology in their hand first, to understand what they do with it personally before they can use it professionally. And that's kind of where I am as far as sharing my technology integration skills and ideas and thoughts. So that's why I wanted to talk about Google Keep today. So here is how I actually use it. Please remember, there is a question and answer piece. If you go ahead and go to the event page at HPS, hashtag HPS Learns with TechyTurner, it's on my page. If you go ahead and put the plus TechyTurner inside of Google+, you'd be able to find me and find the event page to go ahead and get to the question and answer section. I'm gonna go ahead and share my page. Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you, and we're gonna walk through the different pieces that I use for Google Keep. So here's what I'm gonna do. Wow. Here's what I do. So here's my Google Keep page. It has a whole bunch of things on here. You probably noticed that I have different colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and start here. You probably noticed that I'm dealing with the hard copies. You notice there's different colors and it looks like check boxes. There's a check mark box up here in the corner. There's all these different features. Let's go ahead and simply start at the very beginning. Let's add a note. You have the title. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the title in. From here, I have lots of really cool different things. If I press return, it goes right down to my note. I can type in my notes. Okay, so with that being the case, what I can also do is I can simply go across the bottom. Here's a reminder. I really love this feature because you can say later today, you can say tomorrow, next week, home, or you can say work as far as the location it is. So you can have time reminders as well as location reminders. You can also pick your own date and time, as well as your own place. I think this is absolutely awesome, especially for those that need to do a laundry list or something like that. You can go ahead and a laundry list, the grocery list, and you can go ahead and put the store where you want to be close to, and it gives you a reminder. It will pop up in your pocket. It'll do a little chime and things like that. It's really, really cool. The other one is that you can share it. You can share these with people. So in whatever domain that you're using, you can share this with another person. So one of the people that I would like to share this with is Carrie. Okay. So with that being the case, there's lots of different people that I can go ahead and add in there, but it's a really great tool to share with other people. Really great. Another great tip here is that if you have something that you want to send to somebody and you want them to have access to, you can go ahead and share that with them. You're probably wondering, where does it store it? It actually stores it in your Google Drive, and your Google Drive keeps everything in one place. You can also change the color for the whole note. So it's red, and you can, if you're color coded like I am, you probably notice on the bottom, you can go ahead and put these in different colors. I'm not quite sure what color Hicksville Public Schools is, but I'll go ahead and put the gray one. You can also insert an image, which I think is really cool. You can do it from your computer. You can do it from anywhere. Now, it really depends upon what device you're on at that time. If you do it from your phone or your device, it will pull up your gallery that's on your device, or you can take a picture immediately. And you can also archive it. Part of the archive is that it's there for you and you get to save it, but it's not immediately in front of you. I'm gonna go ahead and press archive, and you'll notice that it's gone. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to my archive, click on the hamburger, go back to my archive, and I'm gonna pull this back out. I'm gonna take this out of my archive. So you're probably wondering, how do I get it out of archive? I can just click this box and it says unarchive, and it goes back to my other spot. So I'm gonna click on my notes again, pull it back up. So you probably notice the 3 dots. I can delete it, I can add a label, so that way you can find it a lot easier up in your search menu. You can make a copy of it, just in case you wanna go ahead and keep a copy for yourself and keep a saved one for someone else. You can show check boxes, which is really great for your laundry list or things that you need to do. You can also list the different settings for those check boxes, which I think is very important because there are those that like to make sure that those specific things stay in place and such, or you can go ahead and move them to the bottom. So I think this is really a really neat thing. You also notice that you can copy it to a Google Doc. So you'll notice that the technology integration, you'll notice the integration there, so that way you can put those all in different places. Now I noticed something that just popped up here. I have a question. Someone sent me a question. Let me get back to it real quickly here. I'm going to actually unshare my screen here so that way I can get to my question. Stop sharing. Oh. So Mr. Boyle says, will this automatically, sorry, it's coming up here. I have like 3 devices here. Trying to make sure that this goes well. Kevin asks, will this sync automatically with your Google Calendar? Unfortunately not. That is something that's a great question. That's a feature that I've heard a lot of people want to integrate with it. But as of right now, Kevin, that will not be the case. It won't integrate with your calendar, won't sync with your calendar. But I think it's a great idea. So in the feedback, please make sure that you put that in there. I realize that is something that you want to go ahead and get that taken care of, but unfortunately at this time, that's not quite possible. So the other thing that I would like to share with you is that just some ideas about about Google Keep. What I like to do is I like to go ahead and use it for notes. I don't know if you noticed that, but I mentioned earlier that I work with a school, and inside that school setting, I have a lot of teachers that I work with. So one of the things that I do is I go to the grade level meetings, and I simply pull up Google Keep and I start typing the ideas, the thoughts that teachers have. I make sure I mark them with those ideas, and then I start making notes on them. And then when I'm done, I go ahead and share them. Since I'm also another term that they have for me as the coach, instructional coach, is that I make sure that I take the time to share it with the principal. So that way he has an opportunity to go over the notes and he has access to those. And then from there, we can simply copy and paste what they are, so that way we can give some type of feedback for the observation and such. One of the things that I also like to do with it is to make sure that it's communicated with everyone that's there. Something that I wanted to let you know about, I forgot to go ahead and mention this to you, is that inside of, you know what, let me go ahead and go back and share my screen with you. So that way you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, inside this little hot dog, you also have your reminders. Any reminders that pop up? Currently, I have no reminders, okay? So anything that has a reminder, you can go ahead and get that taken care of, and you'll see there. I can add a note and such. The other thing that I also have labels for, there's a trash, and then you have different settings. I can also enable sharing or such, but as of right now, I don't. You'll notice that there's links here that you can look at, okay? I have different notes. You probably notice a whole bunch of things, but it's just one of the things that I like to do to keep myself taken care of. You'll probably notice the business card and such, but it's all here for you. The other cool part about it is that over here on this little section is that you have a different view. You probably noticed that it's on my computer. And this is where I have the grid view, or I could have a list view. Here's the grid view, and then here's the list view. So it just helps with making sure that you have everything orientated, so that way it makes it easier. The really cool feature that I also like though is making sure that you can search it up here on the top. You also have these different types of filters that you can say. I can filter everything by this orange one. Well, unfortunately, there's none that have that specific orange. Or I could have this orange one. And then it shows me all the ones with those different colors. It's a great way to make sure that you have them archived. Archived by lists, checklists, audio by image, and shared, and things like that. So why do I use Google Keep? One of the really cool things I like is making sure that I am organized, okay? If I'm not organized, then it's gonna be very, very difficult to do those specific things. The other thing that I like to do is make sure that I can share what I'm doing, okay? I can share information. Let me say that, share information. If I can't share information, then it makes it hard. This makes it easy for me to be able to accomplish those different types of sharing things, okay? So that is another reason why I like to do it. And it makes it easy to sort the information that I have. You notice that I have a lot of different things and they cover a lot of different areas, but it also makes it easy for me to, I'm sorry, it just had a mind blank. And organized, I can share information, I can sort it, as well as that I can be efficient, okay? If I'm not efficient in what I need to do, then it makes it really difficult for me to be productive. So as of right now, this is what I use as far as everything is concerned. If I take the information, I move it around so that way I can be able to use it. I'm going to go ahead and click on stop sharing, and I'm back. So as of right now, not seeing any additional questions that people might have, but I do want to know, I don't have a poll or something that you can go ahead and look at, but that's how I use Google Keep, because I think that it's very important to be productive and to be efficient. Do I have any other questions that someone would like to ask? I'm looking at the feed right now, and I'm not seeing anything, but that's okay if you don't have any other questions. There are some people that you can have access to. Sorry, there are some people around the group that might have some ideas. Sorry, let me stop. If you're on Voxer, just in case you're on Voxer, I'm also available at TechyTurner. So if you want to send me a question or something like that, please let me know. I'd be glad to answer any questions that you have about Google Keep. One of the things that I realize is that your session is probably almost up. We got about 5 more minutes to go. So any questions, any comments? If you get on the, go ahead and go to the events, and currently I'm on air. So Kevin signed in. Kevin, do you have any questions? Mr. Boyle, is there anyone else around you that might have questions that you can go ahead and send in for them? That'd be greatly appreciated. That's what I have. And pause. One other thing I'd like to go ahead and throw in here is that there are other note-taking note-taking applications and programs that are out there. One I used to use is called Wunderlist, just in case those of you want to have something that's completely separate. I like Google Keep because it gives me the opportunity to make sure that everything is embedded inside of Google, and I can move it around and such, and it's easily integrated. So if I don't have any other questions or comments, please feel free to follow me on Twitter, which I think is open today, at TechyTurner. You can also follow me here on Google plus TechyTurner, and go ahead and add me to one of your circles. Be greatly appreciated. I can follow you back. Or you can hit me up on Voxer, and you can also find at TechyTurner. It's a great brand name. Hey folks, if you have no other questions, please feel free to contact me, connect with me. I hope that you have a wonderful time over at the unconference over at HPS today. Thank you.